The video opens on a rugged mountain trail lined with towering pines and jagged rocks as mist rolls through the valley below. Mr. Beast stands at the base of the slope, his voice steady as he explains that for the next 7 days, he and 3 other challengers will attempt to conquer 2 very different hikes. One path costs just $1, a bare-bones trek through unforgiving terrain with no tents, no prepared meals, and no safety nets. The other is a $50,000 luxury expedition complete with gourmet food, heated shelters, and expert guides. Extreme Mr. Beast bolts ahead, yelling that this is the adventure he has been waiting for, racing straight up loose gravel, as if the danger makes him stronger. Moneymaster grins, holding stacks of cash, promising to buy comfort at every checkpoint as long as his wallet holds out. Mystery. Mr. Beast kneels near a tree, carving a riddle into the bark, before slipping into the fog, leaving the others uneasy. Fearless Mr. Beast slams his hiking pole into the ground, shouting that no price tag will decide who finishes these trails. Only grit, determination, and heart. From the first hour, the difference between the hikes is clear. On the $1 route, survivor Mr. Beast scours the ground for branches to craft a walking stick, then starts collecting wild berries and filling a bottle from a thin stream. Extreme leaps from boulder to boulder, grabbing handfuls of edible greens, nearly twisting his ankle but laughing through it. Moneymaster begins on the expensive trail, reclining under a canopy where chefs prepare a lavish breakfast served with hot drinks. Mystery appears briefly at the edge of the camp, dropping a small locked tin marked "Choose Wisely" before vanishing again. Fearless keeps the low-budget group moving, cutting through dense undergrowth, urging everyone to keep spirits high despite hunger and damp clothes. By day 2, fatigue sets in on the bargain path. Rain lashes the slopes, soaking every layer of clothing while winds whip at their faces. Survivor Mr. Beast digs a shallow trench to divert water from the sleeping area and shapes a crude shelter with sticks and wet leaves. Extreme climbs slick rocks to find drier ground, nearly slipping into a ravine. Moneymaster lounges inside a canvas lodge at the luxury camp, enjoying grilled salmon and fresh bread, but frowns as he sees storm clouds forming over his comfortable haven. Mystery strikes in the night, leaving strange symbols on the rocks around both camps, hinting at hidden food stashes guarded by risky terrain. Fearless lights a small fire under a rocky overhang, holding the group together as darkness swallows the mountain. By midweek, the $1 crew is lean and exhausted. They ration the last handful of nuts while scavenging for roots and catching rain in improvised cups. Survivor Mr. Beast crafts a basic tripod over the fire to hang a pot fashioned from an old tin, heating a thin soup that tastes of smoke and perseverance. Extreme dares himself to cross a narrow ledge high above the valley to grab a cluster of wild apples, returning scratched and breathless but triumphant. Moneymaster begins to feel trapped in his luxury bubble, his boots sinking in mud as the catered meals grow repetitive and the steep final ridge looms ahead. Mystery lays a trail of clues leading to a hidden cache of protein bars and dried fruit perched above a waterfall, daring anyone brave enough to risk the slippery climb. Fearless hauls bundles of wet wood to keep flames alive at night, encouraging the team to remember why they started. As the last days approach the mountain tests,
Every challenger. The summit goal is clear: build a safe fire pit and cook a shared meal at the highest point using only what they can carry. Survivor Mr. Beast chisels flat stones for the base, shaping a windshield from slate and stacking branches into a perfect pyramid. Extreme scrambles along the edge of a sheer drop, gathering dry moss and splintered sticks, cutting his palms but refusing to quit. Moneymaster tries to pay nearby hikers for supplies, but Mystery intercepts, scattering the offers into the wind and laughing from the shadows. Fearless climbs with relentless focus, lugging gear for all of them, shouting encouragement through the thin air. On the 7th morning, sunlight breaks over the ridge, revealing a stunning panorama. Together, they finish the fire pit and cook a simple feast of apples, berries, and foraged greens sizzling on hot stones. Smoke drifts into the clear sky as they stand shoulder to shoulder, battered, muddy, but proud. Survivor Mr. Beast holds up a small flag, declaring the $1 hike complete through nothing but willpower. Extreme grins, saying this was the wildest challenge he has ever faced. Moneymaster shakes his head, humbled, admitting that no amount of money can replace determination. Mystery steps forward only long enough to leave a note reading, "The real prize is proving you can climb higher than fear," before disappearing one last time. Fearless thrusts a fist to the air as fireworks erupt over the valley, Mr. Beast raising the grand prize and announcing that both hikes tested body and mind, but showed that adventure is about courage, teamwork, and never giving up.